What's up, you guys? I'm going to give you guys a really quick tip. It's not really a tutorial about anything except just a little piece of advice that makes a big difference. So the quickest way to get this kind of sound and this kind of drop, isn't really about layering. It is about layering and compressing a lot of things, but to me, you have to widen out your synths and leave your kicks right in the middle for these kind of, I don't know how would you call these kind of drops, but like those kind of big main room sort of vibes. So right here I have these two silents that I'm using to make this kind of sound right here, and it's very wide. So my tip is if you're in Ableton or in any DAW, use your stereo imagers, or here in Ableton it's called utility. So you can see that I am pushing this synth 156 degrees out, and then I'm just boosting by like 2 dB to make up for, the loss of volume for when you widen things out. And I'm doing it also to this one here, so they're both being widened out and leaving plenty of room for the kick in the middle. Because if we listen to the kicks, it's mostly very mono, but it does go out to the sides a little bit, and by the sides that's left and right. It's a big kick, so I need to make a lot of room for it, and if these two weren't panned out to the sides a lot, then everything would kind of just clash. So in combination it sounds like this. So now what I'm going to do to demonstrate further is I'm going to turn off the utilities here. So now it's just going to be how it is by default with Ableton. So you can hear now two things. Now it's now the synths sound like they're coming from the middle. So if you're sitting in between monitors, this is a good kind of ear training also. Close your eyes, listen to something, and if it sounds like it's coming from in front of you, pretty much the space in between your speakers, that's very centered in mono. But if you close your eyes and it sounds like it's coming from like further than where your speakers are placed, and you should be sitting in between your speakers, even distance between both speaker, then it's much wider. So now, and the other thing that we noticed is now you can hear the reverbs out on the sides, so it sounds kind of like it's not a clean way to use your space in your stereo image. So again, listen for like how this will sound like it's in front of you, and how you can hear the reverbs now on the left and right. So I'm using big reverbs, but I don't want to necessarily hear it like that. So now let's turn these back on and notice the difference. So now we're going to hear less of that reverb, because now it's all going to be in the same space, and now it's going to obviously leave a lot more room for the kicks in the middle. So we do hear the reverbs, but it's somehow working a lot better. So now I'm going to, for the last thing, I'm just going to turn these off, and we're going to A/B what the utilities off sound like with the rest of the song. So let's listen to that. Okay, and now let's do with it with these on. So for me, that's a big difference. It's very quick to do this. It's very important to use your stereo image. Really, other than EQing and compressing, stereo imaging, which is like panning and all that, and where you place frequencies in the stereo image, is really, really important. So that's what makes most things sound a lot more professional and such, and I still have a lot of that to do here, but this is the quickest way to make things sound already much bigger. So that's my quick tip, you guys. Thanks for watching. Late.